So the first thing I got was this pencil sharpener, and I wanted to get it out the way quickly because it might have to go back. I wanted to get it out the way quickly because it might have to be returned. This is a Blackwing one-step long point sharpener. This was a surprise present, and unfortunately I got it out on Christmas Day to use, and I'm pretty sure it's broken. I've used one of these before. I met somebody who showed me, and theirs worked perfectly fine. I sharpened a bunch of pencils in it, and this one just keeps snapping all the ends off every pencil I've tried in it, which is quite unfortunate. I was not expecting this, like I say, as a gift. I was very excited when I opened it, but unfortunately it's gonna have to be returned or replaced. This is my other long point sharpener. It's this crank one, and obviously you can't, there it is. Obviously you can't carry this around in your pencil case, which is why I thought one of these might be great. I was looking into buying one of these anyway for myself, but unfortunately I don't know what's wrong with it. I've took it apart. I can't see anything like out of place, but I'll show you. I've got a pencil here, and I can feel that it's not even like scraping the wood, and then it's just been like kind of snapping the ends off. So I don't know what's wrong with it, but I thought I would get that out of the way. That was really upsetting. I thought I would get that one out of the way. That one was a bit of a dud, unfortunately. So if you were considering buying one of these, I don't know if this is a common problem. I would look into it. Blackwing are quite a classy, reputable brand, so I am quite disappointed with this. So firstly, I just wanted to get out the way one of my gifts, and that was a pad of Arches Hot Press in the A4 size. This is the paper I use for my birds. It's one of my favourite papers. I fly through this stuff, so it's not super exciting, but I thought I would show you anyway. I always get asked, what paper do I use? And 9 times out of 10, it's this one. This is one of the more exciting presents. They're all very exciting, but this is a sketchbook. This is the Oroblanco by Pith. This is quite a big sketchbook. It's a little bit bigger than A4. And the paper is lovely and thick. I haven't tried it yet. You get quite a few pages. It's a nice big sketchbook. But I've heard that this is a decent sketchbook for mixed media. The sticker, it doesn't come with the sticker. This is actually from something that I'm going to show you a little bit later in the video. The thing about these sketchbooks is they have no spine. They are all naturally bound, and they are made very locally to me, I think. I think they're made in Northumberland, which is just up the road from where I live. They're marketed as being like sustainably made, and they're also recyclable. I assume it means just the banner, because I don't know why you would want to recycle your sketchbook. You get done with it and then throw it in a plant pot. It's really exciting. I can't wait to try this new book. This year I got quite a lot of watercolors, so I thought I would show you those first. So I got 3 Daniel Smith tubes. So we have phthalo turquoise, cascade green, and undersea green. So that was a nice little gift, thank you. I also, off my parents, got this set. I've been wanting to try some Finetec paints for a while. I'm not a huge fan of metallics, but I do like to use them occasionally, and since I've been making greetings cards, I thought it would be nice to have some. They do a bunch of different sets, but I really like autumnal colours. I've mentioned this a bunch of times. So I thought this would be the perfect set for me to try. I'm going to open it. I haven't opened these yet. So you get these really big pans, and it says on the box to wet them and leave them for a few minutes before you actually use them. You get this card that tells you the names of all the colours, and oops, they come in kind of like a makeup box. But these look really pretty, and I can't wait to try them. I also got this, which I am extremely excited about, and I'm probably going to do a full review on this one. I might not swatch this one in this video and save it for later, so I can do a demo as well. But I got this set of Gansai from Choosing Keeping. Choosing Keeping are a stationery shop in London, and they sell a lot of really unique, quite expensive things. I've had paints from them for a few years, but I've never had one of their bigger sets. This is their autumn set. Comes with a little swatch card you can fill in. And there they are. So these are paints that they have chosen that represent autumn. They do one for all the seasons, but again, like I said with the last paints, I like these colours, and looking at them I'm getting very excited already. And they come in this lovely paper box like Gansai paints normally do, but this one's got a nice pattern on it. So yeah, that was one of my big presents, and I'm very excited to try these. And the last watercolour thing I got were these. A friend of mine got me a ScrawlrBox. I took it apart in my excitement, but it came with a bunch of things. It came with these crystal watercolour. I haven't heard of these before, but I think that they might be a little bit like, what were they called, what we had in uni? Brusho, I think it's called, and it's kind of like, you can put it in the water and it does granulates and stuff. So these will be exciting to try. The set came with a little pad of watercolour paper. It came with this spritzer by Derwent, which I'm quite excited about because I've wanted one of these for ages for my bag. It came with one of the really nice Derwent brush pens, which I've talked about on my channel before. It came with the big one, which is actually a really good brush. And it came with a little palette, but these were kind of the main thing in the set. The next thing I got was another set of acrylic gouache. I got one of these in the summer and I reviewed it on my channel. It was my first time trying acrylic gouache and I fell in love with it. I've used it a ton since then. I just really like the colours in here. I wouldn't normally buy a pastel set, but I asked for this because I thought, well, I like these colours a lot. I could see myself using them, especially these more neutral ones. The last and most exciting thing is this. This is a Raphael travel brush set. I've been looking at these for ages. I have a cheap travel brush set I bought from Amazon about 3 years ago, and I keep that at my nana's house. I keep a box full of art supplies up there because I go up there like 2 days a week. And they're still great. I love them. They were really cheap, just kind of standard round brushes. And I have a flat from Pro Art that I keep in there. And I really like them. But because I keep them at my nana's house, it means I don't have a good set of travel brushes on me. I only have these like water brushes. So I was very excited to get this. It comes in this really nice box. And I wanted this one because it comes with skinnier brushes, if you can see, and a mop brush. And I like to work with quite fine brushes, and it can be hard to find them in a travel set. So it comes in a leather pouch. It's very nice. It's got a little strap on the back for if you want to like clip it on to something. And there's our little brushes. Ooh, if I can get them out. They're in there pretty tight, so I don't think they're going to fly about. But yeah, these are the ones that you... Oh, and these are already way better quality than my others. I can tell because when they slide in there, it's not wobbly. My others, they wobble a little bit. Oops. So yeah, as you can see, these are nice, fine tip brushes. Ooh. And then this is the quill brush, which is fun. I've never seen a foldable quill brush before. And this one's a little bit bigger. So yeah, those are very exciting. Can't wait to try those. Before I forget, I also wanted to mention, I also got these, just refills. These are refills for my mono eraser. It's a really fine tip rubber. And these are refills for my lead holder pencil, it's a bit like a mechanical pencil, but a lot more chunky. So the leads are pretty big. I like this pencil a lot, but I haven't been able to use it for a while because I'd run out. But now it's a little bit later in the day, and I thought it would be fun to swatch out. Normally when I get new art supplies, I like to do a demo at the end, but because I have so many here, I thought I'll just swatch them out, apart from this. So I think I'm gonna keep this for another video and do a full video on this with a demo, because it's just such a beautiful set and I'm really excited about it. I thought it would be just a bit of a waste to swatch them out and leave it at that. So I think I'm going to keep these for another video, So to do the swatching, I thought it would be fun to use my new sketchbook. I'm going to turn to the very back to try out our new supplies, see how this sketchbook handles. Take the first thing I'm going to try are these watercolors by Daniel Smith. So the first colour is phthalo turquoise. I don't know if you're supposed to use watercolour on this paper, so this could go disastrously wrong, but that's why we're using the back page. It's not gotten through, it's just mottling a little bit, but that's a really nice colour. Next colour is Cascade Green. And the last Daniel Smith one is Undersea Green. And I probably should have done this on proper watercolour paper, but this is just to give us an idea. Because I know this one and the Cascade are kind of separating colours. You can see it a little bit. It looks really nice though. Oh, this is a nice mossy green. There we go. See what they look like once they've dried. This one's got flecks in it, but I think it's the paper more so than the paint. And they haven't gone through, so that's good. It's that kind of... I think next I'm going to try these acrylic gouache colours. Is pale pink. Then we have pale peach. Then we have cream yellow. Ivory white. And this looks like a useful colour. I like these kind of slightly off-whites. Next colour is pale lime. This is a very bright colour. I thought that the pastel colours would be useful for undercoating other paintings because they're quite light, but just to give it a wash of colour, and also for highlights. You can mix these colours yourself, but I like just having the tubes, especially with these acrylic gouaches, because by the time you've mixed them, they're half dry. They dry so quickly. This colour is ice green. Oh, which is a lovely teal colour. Pale mint. The next colour is pale aqua. This is a nice cooler blue. The next colour is horizon blue. This one's quite similar to the last one, but it's a bit more saturated. Okay, the next colour is pale lavender. Over to the middle a little bit for the next one, which is pale lilac. Nice pinky colour. The last colour is light magenta. It's another pink. So there's all the paints from the Holbein Pastel acrylic gouache set, swatched out. They seem to go really nicely on this Pith paper, and I'm happy with all the colours. Yeah, I think I'm going to use all of these. I probably wouldn't have picked this really acidic green myself, but I think it would be a nice colour for underneath if I was going to paint foliage. Sometimes it's nice to use a bright yellow or green underneath to help the colours pop. But I'm happy with all of them, and they went very nicely on this paper. Next thing I'm going to swatch out is really exciting, and it's these metallic paints by Finetec. I've added a little bit of water to the top. It says on the packet to add a drop of water and leave them for a few minutes to let it soak in. So the first colour is Vermilion Red. Oh wow. They're so glittery. It's just fun to play with the mica, the like glittery pigment in them. The next colour is Indian Summer. And this is like a nice coppery orange colour. Yeah, this Pith paper, you can see it a bit when I'm putting these down. It's repelling the watercolour a bit. Which again, it's fine, it's a sketchbook, you get that, but probably not the best for swatching on. Right, the next colour is called Peach, and it's a kind of a rosy gold sort of colour. It's nice to just paint with these and watch the colours smush around. The next colour is called Golden Olive. Oh, I really like this one. The next colour is called Jungle. And it's kind of like an emerald green colour. It's a very Christmas green. And the last colour in this set is called Black Forest. It's sparkly. Okay, I really like this one. Oh wow. I think this one's... Okay, so that's all the paints from the Pearl Colours set swatched out. And it's a little bit hard to show you still because they're wet, but as you can see with this one, they're starting to dry and they look very nice. And they went alright on this paper. I don't know if they've bled through. Should we have a look? No, it's fine. It's buckled a little bit, but that's to be expected. The last colours I'm going to swatch out are these powdered watercolours by Jackman's. I am a little bit concerned that these might go through the paper because I've got a feeling that they're going to have dye in them. But we'll give them a go. I'm just going to tip a little bit out on my palette next to me and mix it up. So I've just started mixing up this colour on my palette and it's crazy looking. So I added water to it. Hold on, I'll see if I can show you. So I added water to the powder and it turned green. And then I added more water and it's gone like a purpley colour look. This is crazy. I do have the instructional book somewhere, but I don't know where I've put it. I don't think I'm using these right. How strange. Right, I'm gonna swatch it out, see what it looks like. it's the first one, so this is the grey violet. Which is a lovely colour, but it's just soaking straight into the paper, and I'm scared that... No, it's not too bad. So it's a lovely... No. There's the turquoise. And the last one is Midnight Violet. I think I'm going to go off now and try the Daniel Smith and these Jackman's paints on some actual watercolour paper to see what they look like, because this Pith paper is just sucking the life out of them. I am really impressed with the sketchbook so far. I like the feel of the paper, it's nice and thick, nothing's soaked through to the other side, but it's just not great with watercolour, which is it's fine. There's not many sketchbooks that are great with everything and watercolour. With the gouache and the metallics, though, it works completely fine, and it's the type of paper that would take pencil really well, so I am impressed. I wasn't gonna use watercolour in this book, it was just for the swatches. Hi guys, it's the next day and I let these little swatches dry overnight. I thought you might be interested in seeing them. And yeah, we've got some fun textures. They did smooth out over time and you can still kind of see the crystals. And this was the grey one. I just left it instead of mixing it and it looks really cool. It's not very grey, but it's given kind of a nice natural effect. There's a lot of colours in here and they've mixed together in kind of an interesting way. I could see this being a good undercoat for like a woodland painting. This is the same colour as this one, but where I mixed it up. And you see it does become grey. But if you just leave it, it stays kind of green and brown. And these were the Daniel Smith paints, which I'm very excited about. These look really nice, especially this one. This is the undersea green. And yeah, I like these a lot. And these are the swatches in the Pith book now that they have dried. As I'll put these next to each other. The watercolour looks okay in this book, but it does have that kind of sizing texture. It doesn't bother me really in a sketchbook because I work over the top, but just if you were wondering, that's what the watercolour looks like in here. You see, that's what it's supposed to look like, and that's what it looks like in here. But they still look pretty good. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. I know this one's been a bit of a long rambly one, but I just thought I would show you the nice presents that I got this year. I've been really spoiled. I wasn't expecting to get as much as I did, and I'm very, very grateful. And like I say, I'm going to try and do a video dedicated to this one entirely because I'd like to do a big demo painting like I normally do. And yeah, I'm sure you'll see these pop up again in my videos. I hope if you were interested in any of these, it's given you a better idea as to whether you like them or not. Yeah, I hope you all had a lovely holidays, and I'll catch you soon in another video. I will update you as well about the pencil sharpener. Hopefully I can get a replacement. If not, I'm going to try and fix it myself. So if any of you have any experience with the Blackwing pencil sharpener, please let me know, because I don't think I'm using it wrong. Like I say, I've used one in the past and it worked fine, just like a pencil sharpener. So yeah, but thank you anyway. And if you have any questions, please pop them below. I'll try to get back to you. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye.